Good afternoon, everybody. How we all doing? It's another nice Monday, right? Hopefully, everyone had a good weekend. Mine was pretty good. Uh, I seem to have some sort of throat thing going on. Uh, we cleaned the garage, so I am wondering if the dust from the garage has affected me, because in the past, such things have given me sore throats, colds, other things of that nature. So if my voice sounds off, that's what it is. Sorry about that. A good way to do this, is there? It's gonna take forever. Didn't work out. Let's try that. See if there's not a way to speed this process along in some form or fashion. Do. Oh boy. Ghetto, hello, hello. Like Crocodile D once said, now that's a knife. I hope my accent was good. Yeah, I have a 10 inch, and I think this is a 14-inch knife. This one's a little bit bigger than I generally like to use, but whenever my 12-inch or 10-inch, I don't know how exactly big it is, uh, starts to dull, I switch to this one. Or if I really need to cut stuff sharply, because I don't use it as much. But it's a perfectly great knife. How was your Canada Day? I know you didn't get a parade, but did you at least get a barbecue out of it? Didn't do much Canada Day, but I did have a great time camping last weekend. Oh, that's fun. Did you go anywhere special, or you just find somewhere local? Was it glamping, or was it like true camping? I'll save that for the dog. How was your 4th of July? It was decent. It rained that morning, so it was kind of hot and humid. But I think a lot of people were worried it was going to rain that night and kind of ruin fireworks. But it worked out. I went over to my parents, and we had some sausages and hamburgers that were really good. Um, and then we left, went home, and kind of relaxed. We had Friday off, which was nice. So we had a nice little 4-day weekend, which was very much needed. We're both desperate for a vacation. It's an Uggo. We went about 1 hour up north, paid for a proper site next to river. Nice, man. Yeah, that does sound nice. I'm not much of an outdoorsy person. I sweat too much, and I'm very much love my air conditioning kind of guy. But I can appreciate a good camping trip. I like a good fire, like a good fire pit, and like hot dogs, s'mores. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. All. But yeah, I helped my parents. They're looking to put their house on the market here in the future, so they're doing a lot of like weekend cleaning and like removing of stuff. And so that was a nice long week for them to take off to like get a dumpster and start really tossing stuff out. So I ended up having to go over there and help them do that, which was fine. Other than I sweated out all the clothes I was wearing within an hour. It was like 100 degrees. It's only 1 mile north, but it's a good 5 to 6 degrees cooler. So I spend time in the shade, then would swim in the water every 30 minutes. Really nice. That does sound nice. Very relaxing sounding is what it sounds like. My dad is in a sailing club, has been his entire life because his dad did it. I never really got into it much, but I spent years being the crew on my dad's boat. Don't think like it's a huge one. It's like a 16 footer. It's not as cool as it sounds, but I did enjoy the time at the lake. Didn't get to do it all that often anymore. Now my dad sails a one-person boat. there's not a lot of good lakes here in the Kansas, Missouri area to do that kind of stuff. But make it work. All right, I'm going to do these, and I'm going to call it. I don't feel like my wife's going to eat a ton of green beans. Are they moving into a condo? No, they're going to buy a downsized house. The house they bought has a lot of equity. I mean, it's paid off. And it's gone up in quite a bit of value since they bought it. So they're going to try and find something that's a little bit, ranch style. They had originally talked about moving to, like, Florida. But with the way the weather's been and politics and all kinds of stuff, it's just not really appealed to them much anymore. My dad's a big fan of the warm weather. He's not a fan of the snow and cold that we get every so often up here. But I think they're going to stay just because myself and my sisters all live here, and I think they want to be close to family. Which, I mean, I don't blame them, me too. All right, last one. All right. Got a bunch of trimmed green beans. We're going to do this first. I need baking soda. Like a laser? Yes. I believe my dad has a windmill. He used to have a sea scow. How much of this? I need... Where's the day? Okay, it doesn't say. I'm going to add half a teaspoon. Fourth teaspoon. Oh, that would have been more. Too much. All right. 4 minutes. I let my 2 other friends fish. It was nice, so I said, I get it. Sounds like a great small ranch style place for retirement. Yeah, family first. Exactly. You know exactly what they're going for. All right, so we are trying to green up these green beans to get them nice and colorful. That's what the baking soda is for. This is salted water. We don't want them crisp and snappy like we would normally want, like green beans. Instead, you kind of want them not mushy, but cooked through and soft, since they're going on the sandwich. Hey, buddy. Camper. Okie dokie. We got about a minute and a half left on the green beans, and then we're going to start on the vegetables for the rest of the sandwich, followed by uh, the beef, the steak. I'll move you back over here. Got our steamed green beans. Okay. Oh, that is a fragrant jalapeno. Just cutting it, I can smell it. Okay. All right, for this recipe, you're not actually supposed to use jalapeno. You're supposed to use a couple of like uh Chilean peppers, which I definitely cannot source. They also suggested using banana, like pickled bananas or um, pepperoncinis, which I have always not liked those. Like I love a good pickled jalapeno, but I've never liked pepperoncinis or banana peppers for some reason. Don't know why. So the other suggestion was to use just some raw jalapeno. So that is what uh, I am going with. Okay. Got my jalapeno cut up. I'm gonna save the other half because I'm the only one that's gonna be eating this. jalapeno. Next up, need to make my mayonnaise spread. Okay. Okay, that's empty. How do you pronounce this dish? No idea. If you want my best attempt at it, Chacarero Chileno. Chacarero Chileno. Yeah. That's my best attempt at it. Don't know if that's actually how you say it or not. I've never even actually had this. I just saw steak and green beans and was like, okay, well, color me interested. Okay. So, garlic. Let me hear those rolled R's again. Darn good attempt, I'd say. Well, I appreciate that. I did not do so good in Spanish class. Well, I didn't do terrible, but let's just say there's a reason I didn't go for a second year of it. If I'd known I was going to be cooking so much, I would have taken French. Just so I could pronounce the words easier. But, you know, you live, you learn. Okay, let's cut the ends off. It's hard to get these correct sounds from some of these words. Oh, definitely. Agree with that 100%. But that's the nice thing about cooking different food like this is you're you're learning about the other places as well. Learning about food is a lot like learning about the history of a country or a people or a place. Oh, that one was too big. Okay. So, what we're doing here with this garlic is we're going to mince it, throw it in the mayonnaise, and we're essentially making uh, It's not a marinade per se, but it's almost like a coating of fat and flavor. Because we're going to put that on the steak and use it to get a really nice brown sear. You know, there's some people who, instead of butter for their grilled cheeses, will actually use mayonnaise. I personally have never done it myself, but I've heard it can be good. Okay. So there's the garlic, honey pepper, olive oil. How much olive oil? 3 tablespoons. So I think this is essentially trying to replicate a garlic aioli, but instead of making a garlic aioli, we're just adding garlic and additional oil to mayonnaise. Okay. So, got that mixed together. Salt, pepper. Alright, cut up the tomato, and then we will move on to the meat. So from here, it's actually going to go rather quick. I'd love to hear you and try to pronounce some hard French words. Have you ever been able to get down the knuckle technique when chopping? I just can't wrap my head around it. So, what you're supposed to do is hold it like that so that you're guiding it down like this, and then just slowly move your knuckle back and keep chopping. I have a very hard time doing that because I have big fat fingers. Plus, I have a hard time pulling back. So what I tend to do is just like kind of just keep pulling my finger away instead of using it to guide. Now, using a smaller knife would help. This is a gigantic knife for that, but I also don't get people who just go like across. Like, I can't keep doing this and like I'd screw it up. I mean, good on them, but that's not for me. Tomato. Also, if you ever cut a tomato, please season it with salt and pepper. Like, we live in a world where people don't season their tomatoes. Like, come on, guys. You season everything else, but you won't season your dang tomato. Tomatoes seasoned. All right. We've pretty much done everything but cut our meat. I have a hard time moving my fingers back as well. I'm against raw tomatoes personally. Cooked ones are bussin'. Well, that's an interesting opinion, and I'm glad you shared it. I don't agree, but to each their own. I'm going to be vacuum sealing that. Okay. How am I going to cook these? The recipe would say to do it on the grill. I will not be doing it on the grill. I will be doing it inside in a steel pan. Cast iron would also work if that's your jam. Okay, last piece. Okie dokie. So, what I've got here is that mayonnaise mixture. We're just gonna paint it on the meat. This should get a nice Maillard reaction. Mm. Okay. Okie dokie. So now, why did I do that? Okay. Sorry, I had to be away for a bit. Are those mayo-basted steaks? Yes, they are. It's garlic, mayonnaise, and olive oil mixed together. We are going to be cooking them in here. They should cook very quickly, about 2 minutes aside, and it should have some nice browning due to that mayonnaise oil mixture. Okay, that looks quite warm. That sounds great. Yeah, it should be pretty good from what I've seen. Hey, Chow, how you doing? you have a good weekend? I mean, I know the answer to that is no, but I feel like it's nice to ask. You just got in from a 2K walk. How are you? Doing well. I seem to have caught some sort of, I don't know if it's a cold or allergies, but like moving around and cleaning out the garage this weekend might have caught up with me. I seem to be very susceptible to dust. So I hope it's just that, not like me actually coming down with something. It's okay. I went to a huge yoga class with yoga from Adrienne from YouTube in Toronto, and they did groceries yesterday. That's not too bad. I'm slowly accepting it, but it'll be time to say goodbye to Michiko soon. I'm sorry to hear that. It's always tough. Yeah, she's in stage 3 kidney failure, and I don't want it to go to stage 4 where her leg will stop working and she'll be very sick. Yeah, that's really... I'm so sorry that happened. Our cat is 16, and she can't jump anymore. She's got cat dementia. It's definitely tough. It's not quite like yours, but like just animals showing their age is tough. She's an old lady, so to speak.
Michiko is also 16. Yeah, that just seems to be the age, doesn't it? Why do you want to pop up so much? Enough of that.
Oh, sweet. Hey, Morgan.
No, so
We shall see, won't we?
yeah.
What? Do you not want yours toasted?
It was a joke.
Okay. Haha, funny. The bread looks perfect for this. Yeah, it's ciabatta. It's kind of strange that it's in a triangle, but
I thought you would hate that. That's why I was like, it's in a triangle.
I don't hate it. I just find it unusual.
I also thought it was weird. Hey, do you want dinner?
What?
Crispy red spicy.
The fish box.
Well, what was in the fish?
Fish!
Oh, I didn't know that.
I told you I ordered fish. Why would I call it the fish box if it didn't have fish in it?
Well, I was really confused.
You really crack me up sometimes.
Everything's okay? Sorry to be a constant.
I'd love to see what you think's in a Lego box.
Hey, I couldn't tell if this was actually fish. I don't remember you telling me that you ordered fish, and that's what I was confused about.
I did
So
tell
I was
you.
like, is it actually fish?
I did tell you after my doctor's appointment.
I don't remember.
That's what I expected. But I'm gonna give you a hard time about it anyway.
That's fine. That's what marriage is.
Hard times? Well, you're really selling it to all the people on here.
Did you read Ghetto's comment? I marinated 1 kilogram of small squid and a ton of mussels to camping barbecue.
No, I did not.
Tasty.
That sounds really good. Well, I'm not a fan of the squid, but everything else sounds good. It sounds about perfect for him since he can only have so much, like, meat.
Yeah.
So,
Oh. Is it green pepper or jalapenos?
those are jalapenos. I mean, the mushrooms sound perfect. Squid, not so much, but I'd try it. Oh, I need the camera. What is this, my first stream? Feels like it sometimes.
Baby's first string.
That's just really close up. Oh, it says it's right.
So, does all this just go on a sandwich? I don't know what
Yeah.
this is. And do you still want
There
that
we go.
meat sitting over there?
I'm gonna do something with it eventually.
Okay.
Okay, so the way it works is
Pick out your ciabatta.
you pick out a ciabatta.
Pick both plates.
You take your meat. layer it on like this.
What kind of sandwich is this?
Chilean. Take your tomatoes. And then, the part that's going to bother you the most.
You put the green beans on it?
You put the green beans on top.
Why would that bother me?
I don't know. You're weird. Like a heaping pile of green beans.
I'm not going to do a heaping pile of green beans, but I will put green beans on it.
Okay. And then you are supposed to put some peppers on top.
We'll do mine minus the tomato.
And you put your top on.
There's no sauce or anything?
No. It's your kind of sandwich.
It is.
Would you like a picture of it without the lid?
Yeah, I do.
Or would you prefer like that?
I want this crumb gone. And to do this, you gotta scooch it a little.
Why would you pick the corner that is not toasted?
Calm down.
And switch to a different.
No, there you go. Looks like a mouth coming at me.
For those of you at home. So,
Also,
steak, tomato, green bean, jalapeno on toasted party roll,
The
aka
dog-
ciabatta.
is interested.
Of course he is. It's green beans. Very nice. Yum.
Move your hand, please.
I'm excited to try this. I am worried that the steak might be hard to chew through, but I did try to cut it very thin and pound it so that it would be easier to eat.
It's doing that weird thing again.
Then use my phone. I don't know why you have so many issues with your
It's the
phone
colors.
nowadays.
Sometimes. I can't explain it. Let's go back to not food. Just take one that way. Oh, that looks better.
You can do the pro.
What?
Nothing. It's impressive.
Can you move that hand?
No, I did not make the bread. It is store-bought ciabatta. I made bread yesterday. Oh, you meant the bread that I made. Yes, I did make it. It came out terrible.
I think it's too wet.
It looks like a hubcap. Here is the,
Do you want me to take one of it? Like, are you gonna put it on and like cut it, or are you just gonna eat it?
you can do whatever. Yeah, the blueberry lemon bread did not turn out well. It was very wet. I tried to save it with flour. I could never get it to form. So it stayed very flat. It also has no sugar in the recipe whatsoever. I think the blueberries are supposed to be the sweetness. However, I used wild blueberries, which are more tart than sweet. So it feels like it's lacking something. Also, you can't really taste the lemon, but you could sure as hell smell it. Like, it smelled wonderful cooking, but I was disappointed in the taste.
You can.
Put slices, rip blueberry bread. Put slices in the toaster and butter, and I'm sure the blueberry bread will hit the spot. I did toast it in a pan with some butter, and that was like the best way to eat it, but it was still like a letdown. There's a lot of stuff I can do. to improve it. All right, I'm going in.
Thoughts?
Well, you can chew the steak, so that's a very big positive. It's
You haven't sold me on it yet.
It's not bad, it's just different. Like the blueberries, or not blueberries. The
Green beans?
The green beans added like...
A freshness?
Yeah, kinda.
What about the jalapeno? It's not bad.
I could see the appeal to this, but it's not like a sandwich I'd order in like a sandwich restaurant or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be a good lunch menu item.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to serve with this. Like French fries. I thought about black beans.
Mm-hmm. So we could just pull some chips out.
Mm-hmm. It's like a crispy steak sandwich with like...
So like you took a steak meal for green beans for your side.
Mm-hmm.
You just made a sandwich.
Yeah.
But this is really easy to chew.
Yeah.
Which is always like my problem with meat.
Different from your typical salad and a sandwich. Do you think mayo would add or no need? So what I've read is actually, in chili, some people will put smashed avocado,
Oh.
or a like chili sauce on it. And personally, I think that would go a long way.
I really
Like-
just want to put campfire on it.
You can.
I'm not going to.
It definitely feels like it's missing some sort of like moisture, oil, something. So
I thought you were gonna like spread the yogurt on the bun. But you marinated the meat in it, didn't you?
no, it got rubbed with mayonnaise.
Lovely.
Can you taste it?
No.
Exactly. But I think honestly, actually putting a little bit of mayo on there might help it a little bit.
You do like mayo.
I do like mayo.
I like it. The sandwich.
I didn't say I hated it. I just said it's different.
Yeah, but I prefer drier sandwiches than you.
A dry sandwich is a travesty in my mind.
A light pickle on those beans would probably go.
Yo, yeah, some guacamole would be nice. A light pickle on those beans would probably be dope. I bet it would be. In the recipe, they use like Chilean peppers, but they say if you can't find those, to use pepperoncinis or pickled banana peppers. I personally do not like those. Excuse me, never have. And so the other suggestion was jalapeno, which is what we went with. But I get no like heat whatsoever from jalapenos. Then again, banana peppers, you're talking about 0 to about 1,000 on the Scoville. So you wouldn't be getting a lot of heat from that anyway. But it's just interesting. Like, clearly there's a lot of moisture coming from the meat, but it doesn't taste like it. Yeah. Let's try it with mayonnaise and see if it's an improvement. It is. I like it with the mayonnaise. I think avocado would be the way to go.
Yeah, I think avocado would be good.
The tomato surprisingly does a lot of the work on the sandwich too. I mean, yours doesn't have it, but like
That's where the moisture is coming from.
it is. I was worried I had too many green beans. I may have not made enough. Yeah, I recently had an Italian soppressata sandwich that had pickled beans in it, and wow. That'd be interesting. I've never had a pickled green bean. I mean, I'm more than willing to try. I've had fried green beans, and those are fantastic.
Fried green beans are good.
The ciabatta works though. It's holding up.
Yeah.
Where's my drink? Oh, here.
Mm-hmm.
Those pickled garlic green beans are great. Where have you had pickled garlic green beans? Because I'm
Interested.
you have piqued my interest.
Comes in jars at Costco.
Does it? I'll have to look for it next time. It's an American product called Extreme Bean. I've never heard of that. We definitely have like Matt and Steve's Extreme Bean is the name. Okay, I will look for that. And if not, I'll try and see if it's on like Amazon or something. I feel like I got something in my eye.
I know that feeling.
Oh, because your contacts were bothering you all day?
Yeah. I forgot to take them out, so I got downstairs now. I'm not going back upstairs for that.
How was your leftover congee?
All right.
Didn't heat up well?
It was fine.
Okay. It's your typical salty, vinegary, jarred stuff. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. I like pickled eggs. I haven't had them in a long time, but I like them. Look at that cat sadly move.
What? What's the Google Fiber? I don't want to hear it.
How would you know if it was?
I wouldn't.
Well, you want to call him over and give him some green beans?
Skipper, come here.
Skipper is barking at something outside. He wasn't clear what it was, but let's see if we can't do some Skipper treat time. Buddy. Come here, buddy. I couldn't hear you. Can you sit? Shake. I said shake. Shake. Good boy.
The Amazon truck's across the street.
That was a bad throw. Wait,
He's
come back.
He always runs off with green beans.
Skipper, come back. I have more. Why do you do this to me?
He'll come back.
You're embarrassing me in front of my people.
He'll come back.
Do you want the rest of these, or do you just want to run off every time? Sit.
That
Good
was a good
boy.
one.
You missed. All right. Let's try this one more time. Look over here. Now, down. 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 Get mom.
Yep.
Touch. Good boy. Okay, we'll see you later then, I guess.
He always runs off with the green beans.
Let's see if we can get him to stay or if he's going to run off.
He's returned.
What are you doing down here, bud? Hey, look up. Skipper. Hey. Look up. Nope, you don't care. All you want is your dang green beans.
Just put the green bean above the thumb.
I don't have any. I'd have to go reach down for the last one. Just one more right there, buddy. One more. Hey, bud. He protect, he attack. Most importantly, he gets snack. Yes. Skipper, best boy. You're very well liked. It's probably because you're so pretty.
Choked on my drink.
You have a face for the movies.
You are cute.
As he looks to the floor for more. You just had dinner, bud. Okie dokie. Well, I think it's time. Alright, folks. I'm going to call it. The plan is tomorrow to do some Greek, like a Greek chicken and veggie rice bowl. Assuming I still feel the same that I do today.
Hey, Skipper. Keep this.
Then that's the plan. If I kind of feel crappy, then we'll see what goes. But anyway, check out the Instagram for the pictures. The VODs on here are YouTube if you want to see those. And then we're going to go raid somebody and see if we can't share the love. So just hang out for a minute. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow. If not, have a good rest of the week. And thanks for hanging out. You guys are the best.
Skipper, come here. Skipper, come here. You touch? Yeah. You sit. No. Who's there? Good boy. Sit. Shake.